Hello guys, and welcome to my first video. In this video I'll be responding to quote-unquote unpopular opinions. These opinions come from people giving their unpopular opinion, but you already heard that opinion thousands of times. Keep in mind that these are just opinions. If you get easily triggered, I suggest you click off this video. Now let's begin. I didn't like Everglow's Dun Dun. It was like an Adios 2.0. I see this opinion quite a lot, and well, am I the only one who actually really likes Dun Dun? I really like the choreography, and EU and Asia killed the rap parts. The only similarity with Adios I hear is the more quiet part before the chorus. ITZY needs to change their concept. Even though this isn't an unpopular opinion, I still disagree. I like the loving yourself and not caring what others think theme. I feel like it's not only good for the younger listeners but also for the older ones. CLC will disband. Listen. CLC are absolutely amazing and deserve more recognition, but Cube is not giving them the opportunities / managing them well. I mean, they went from Hobgoblin, an absolute badass, girl crush concept which they got most of their recognition from, to Where Are You? A soft, and more elegant side. I think that if they continued the girl crush concept instead of going to a softer side, all of a sudden they would be more popular. That is just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. But do I think that CLC are going to disband because of Cube's mismanagement? Honestly, I don't know. I hope Cube gives them the long-waited for comeback they deserve. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Society needs to let girls do more. Is this even up for discussion? The answer is no. Male idols can have a cold facial expression, grind all they want, and it's hot. But the moment a female idol / group does it, she is rude, the dance move gets banned, or she is being over-sexualized. And before y'all going to come for me. No, I'm not saying these points don't count for male idols as well. I'm trying to say that this happens to female idols more than to male idols. Either way it isn't okay, and these double standards need to come to an end. Commenting under videos to stan an underrated group isn't bad, as it brings more attention to the group. I have to disagree with this opinion. Do you guys remember Stan Luna? It was a funny joke at first, but then people started commenting Stan Luna, or maybe if you stand Luna this event wouldn't have happened. That was really disrespectful and completely unnecessary, and it also brought Luna a negative image. If people asked, you could have said that. For example, if someone asked you what underrated groups to stan, you could say Stan Signature, Dreamcatcher, or ANS. See what I did there? In conclusion, don't bring K-pop / underrated groups in K-pop in a comment section that has nothing to do with it. I like BTS's older music more. Yeah, we get it now, Jessica. You vibe more with every song before Boy With Love. I think that in most unpopular opinion videos this is mentioned. I'm not going to lie, BTS's older music had its iconic moments. But are y'all forgetting that a song like Black Swan exists? Black Swan was such an experimental song in my opinion, and had such an emotional message. I personally don't have a problem with their current music, and I don't think they need to change it just because a few people don't like their current music when there are more than enough people that like it. Lisa is the best female dancer in the third generation of K-pop. I'm just going to say this, and please don't drag me. I think deciding who the best female K-pop dancer is your own opinion. Some people think it's Momo from Twice, others think it's Sungyeon from CLC, others think it's Lisa from Blackpink, and others have another idol in mind. I think your opinion is based on your personal preference in dance. You can have your own opinion, but please don't bash others. Jisoo is being mistreated. This is going to be a long one, so buckle up. This is an opinion you also see quite a lot. Alongside with Jennie is YG's Princess. Do I agree with these opinions? Kind of, yes. I don't think Jennie is YG's Princess though, because Jennie is also being mistreated, and not only by the company. Do I need to remind you guys that at this Samsung event, Blackpink had to read the comments and Jennie was getting all kinds of hate comments. Luckily Rosé said this to cheer Jennie up a little.
Jennie, I love you.
Jennie, I love you.
I love you too.
Of course, Jennie was still bothered by it, and you can see she is clearly trying not to cry. Because of the lazy scandal, the dating scandal, and her having a solo while the rest hasn't, People were and still are sending her a lot of death threats. YG hasn't done anything, let alone put out a statement about Jennie's death threats. Correct me if I'm wrong about that in the comments. Back to Jisoo. Jisoo often gets less lines than the other members despite being a lead vocalist. In As If It's Your Last, she doesn't have a line anymore after the second pre-chorus, and in this clip she is just standing there, dancing and cheering the other members on. Jisoo, alongside Rose, get the least amount of promotions, but I don't really blame YG Entertainment for that because the promoters choose who they want to promote their brand. In conclusion, all the members of Blackpink get mistreated and hated on, but for some members it's more obvious than for others. But let me know if you guys want a whole video about that. Momoland is overhated. I think we can all agree that the Momoland bandwagon is unnecessary. They get hate for apparently giving Blackpink dirty looks, not bowing to their seniors, and many more. I think that most of these are misunderstandings, and it's unfortunate because they seem like such sweet and genuine girls. Fancy deserved Song of the Year. We know now that Fancy was superior and it deserved Song of the Year, but it was last year. Some of you have to let it go, cause Song of the Year 2020 is coming. I think that Boy With Love was Song of the Year for a reason. This situation brings me back to 2017, when people were hating on Twice's Signal and a song like Red Velvet's Red Flavor should have won. Even now I see people being salty about it. If your fave doesn't win this year, there is no need to panic, as there is always a next year. If you don't want to let it go, that is fine, but don't hate on the group that won because your fave didn't, please. Boy With Love was a bad song. Call me tasteless, but I don't think Boy With Love was a bad song. I even enjoy listening to it. Is this my favorite BTS title track? No, but I do enjoy listening to it and the rest of the songs on the album. Fat shaming idols should stop. I agree with this opinion. An idol could be tall and have a good and healthy weight for his or her height but would still be considered quote-unquote fat. Some idols have an unhealthy or dangerous diet to fit the beauty standards and be considered skinny. This can also lead to eating disorders. It also happens vice versa. Idols can be naturally skinny and they will be called a skeleton. When it's hard for them to gain weight, some of them start binge eating until they are sick just to gain weight, which is also bad. Don't just make a comment about someone's weight like that, as it can really affect someone. Blinks and ARMYs are the most toxic fandoms. As a Blink and an ARMY myself, I kind of agree. Both Blinks and ARMYs have done some problematic things, but I think that all fandoms have toxic fans. But because BTS and Blackpink have one of the biggest fandoms, they are noticed more, I think. Unstanning a group because of the fandom is stupid. I totally agree. I feel like you become a fan of a group because you like the artists and their songs, and not because of the fans. Some people are even ashamed to say they are in the fandom because of the things toxic fans in the fandom do. How do you think the group you are a fan of will feel if you say that? Just ignore the toxic fans and support the group. Super M was not it. I disagree more than I agree. I didn't get why they made up a new word, but I guess it worked, and Mark Rap was just chef's kiss. Can I just say that they did my boys Lucas and 10 dirty, like they had 7 seconds of lines and little screen time compared to the other members. My main issue is that I don't get why SM tried to promote them so much in America. I feel like K fans are more important than international fans because, well, they are a K-pop group. I don't have a problem with them, and I just think we need to wait for the next comeback if that is even going to happen. The last opinion is that Somi is a weak soloist. I don't know what some of y'all want. First you say that if Somi was in a group after IOI she would outshine the other members, but when she debuted solo you want to say that she is a weak soloist. When Somi debuted solo she was only 18 years old, and then they bring up her debut stage. She has bad stage presence. She can't dance. She can't sing. Blah blah blah. This was a debut and she was probably very nervous. But she still did very good in my opinion. She also has shown a lot of improvement in her last comeback. She is still young. Can you guys give her a break? This was it for my first video. By the way, I'm going to keep this robot voice for a while because I'm not comfortable with using my own voice yet. I hope you guys liked it. And if you haven't cancelled me yet, like, comment and subscribe to see more things like this. Love you guys.